What's up guys, Nick here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my portfolio for the past week and how to build wealth with passive income. So this is my passive income portfolio. I have $45,261.23, and as you can see I had a market loss of $36.68, and I earned dividends of $39.21 this past week. So I'm up $2.53. And so now let's go into my activity. And to start the week, you can see that I received my first dividend from SCHD of $6.54. And then I deposited my regular $125 every single week. And that bought me some SCHD, about 1.7 shares. Then next on the 29th, I received a $9.88 dividend from RYLD and a $24.03 dividend from QYLD. Then on the 30th, I received a $21.75 dividend from Good, a $7.68 dividend from LTC, and a $7.81 dividend from Pepsi. And that bought me some more SCHD 0.7 shares. And then on July 1st, I received a $4.36 dividend from ADP. And with those dividends, I bought some more SCHD of $71.58. And that's at 0.5 shares. And all right, guys, now let's talk about how to build wealth with passive income. But first, I want to define in very simple terms what wealth is. And to start with that, let's start with, unfortunately, that the bottom is being poor, which I would say is having to work for money. You have to go to your job, clock in, get your paycheck every week or every other week, and you need to do that. You have to work with your earned income to pay the bills. Now, next up is being rich. When you're rich, is I would define that as being able to live off of your savings for a set amount of time. So for example, I have a 6-month emergency fund. So if I quit my job or lost my job, I would be able to live off of my money for 6 months. So you could say I'm rich for 6 months. Now, when it comes to wealth, which is the topic of this video, I would define being wealthy as being able to live off of your money forever. So now, one thing I do want to point out is my dad would always joke with me, or maybe he was serious, right about here when I was making anywhere from $30 to $50, even when I was making in the 80s dollars a month in dividends, I would tell my dad, and he would say, "Oh, you're going to be rich." But my goal is not to get rich off of dividends. My goal is to build wealth with my dividends and let my dividends pay for my expenses and more into the future. So let's actually look at this. This is my monthly dividend growth chart, monthly dividend income. And as you can see, in November 2019, I had earned $5.78. In December, it's $19.24. And even in January, which is a pretty big month, I earned $20.35. And I remember telling one of my coworkers that I made $20 in dividends, and she just burst out laughing, which, I wasn't offended because I saw the big picture. If we're right here, she was laughing. Now we're over here. I just had a record-breaking month, earned $244.15 last month. And all these numbers are a little confusing, but basically the first 3 months of the year, I earned an average of $195.96. The second quarter of the year, it was a little bit less at 191.07. And this number right here, the $193.52, are my average dividends for the first 6 months of the year. And as you can see, I've earned $1,165.47. And I'm less than $300, maybe even less than $250 from what I earned in 2021. And we're only halfway through the year. So when I say I'm building my wealth, building my passive income, as you can see, I'm not going to be able to make it very far off $193.52. So now I want to bring you guys to this dividend growth calculator. And I put a starting principal of $45,000 with, let's just say I don't contribute any more money into my portfolio with a 15% tax rate that's fair. And my current annual dividend yield is 3.3%. I do a conservative 7% dividend growth and a conservative 7% share price appreciation over 25 years. So I would be 55 at the end of that. And if we go to the ending balance, they're saying I would have almost $471,000 and dividend income of almost $15,800. So that's a little bit more than minimum wage. Now, that's not a good income over 25 years, but this is just showing what my dividend income can look like if I just completely stop investing and just let my money work for me. Now, something I do want to note is this first year, it says the annual dividend will be $1,500. But if we go back and you can look here, you can look right here, I'm going to earn more than $1,500 in dividends this year. And in fact, I'll earn more than $2,000. So as you can see, I'd actually earn more money at the end of this time period. And that's why I wanted to show you guys that, just to show you what my portfolio can do for me, putting in no extra money. But now let's say I put in an extra $6,000, which actually I want to say, let's say I put an extra $6,250 a year, which is the bare minimum of what I can do. Now, with all the same metrics, now after 25 years, we're looking at an ending balance over 1 million and annual dividend income of almost $36,000. So that earning that amount of money in passive income is a lot more significant. It's a lot better than the 15,000. And over the years, I'm going to increase my income and increase how much I invest. So let's actually get into the next segment of how to build your wealth. So I was looking at this article, or reading this article, author who studies millionaires, how to create wealth like the rich. And so right down here, they actually say that what they learned from self-made millionaires was that 65% had 3 streams of income, 45% had 4 streams of income, and 29% had 5 or more streams of income. So, and then they go on how to talk about creating multiple streams of income. So if we go back to my dividend growth chart, this is another stream of income, my dividends. So right now I have my day job, which is my earned income. I have to work hard for that money. Sucks, because my favorite money that I earn is from my dividends, my passive income. This money that you can see I'm earning all the way from 578 in a month to 244 in a month, I don't have to lift a finger for that income. That's why it's my favorite. That's why it feels great. And I absolutely love dividend income. So just based off of my job and my dividend income, I have 2 sources of income. And then I actually do bookkeeping on the side for one of my girlfriend's friends' restaurants, and I earn an extra $200 a month. And it's a small side hustle, but I earn a little bit extra money and I just use it to save and invest. So that's another way. You can create multiple streams of income. In the future, when I'm earning money from YouTube, that will be another source of income. And no matter how much money I make on YouTube, I'm still going to keep my day job. That way I can invest everything from YouTube to snowball that dividend growth. And just there's so many ways you can earn extra income. And I would honestly recommend finding a side hustle, or some people can do 2 jobs. Even there are some people who can do 3 jobs. Just finding a way to increase your income through promotions, get a side hustle. You could be a handyman, you could learn or get a certification. There's just so many things that you can do to increase your income, and then use that income to just invest and then reinvest. And then once your passive income pays for your bills, then if you want to quit, you can quit. And that would be an amazing feeling. But until then, just keep building up your income, creating more passive income. And all right, guys, thank you for watching. That's the video, and I'll see you next week.